Hello everyone, for this tutorial video I like to explain how addition and subtraction of fractions works, as well as what the least common denominator refers to, as it is important to figure that out when you do addition and subtraction of fractions. Specifically defined, the least common denominator is the smallest possible number that the two denominators you are adding or subtracting fit into. For example, the least common denominator of 2 and 3 is 6. So it is called the least common denominator because it is the smallest or least of the common products of whatever denominators you are adding or subtracting. As an example problem, if you add 1/2 plus 1/3, it will be very difficult to add it as is, because of how, when you stop to look at it visually, 1/2 and 1/3 give you entirely different quantities that are not nicely related to each other. So we use the method of the least common denominator to make it more organized and predictable. So what we do is, we notice the least common denominator of 3 and 2 is 6, as mentioned earlier. So the next step, besides rewriting the denominators with 6, is to figure out how to relate the numerators in relationship to this new denominator. So 1/2 becomes 3/6, and 1/3 becomes 2/6. And once, and only once, we have the least common denominator, then we can add or subtract the fractions directly. And we should conclude that the final answer of this problem is 5/6. Now that I've explained how adding and subtracting fractions works, I will discontinue my arithmetic tutorials because I've taught every important concept that you will see, both in the real world and in more advanced classes such as algebra. If you wish to study/learn the more advanced mathematics, you may watch the appropriate tutorial videos, as I have a playlist for algebra, a playlist for geometry which includes trigonometry, and a playlist for calculus, and finally a playlist for statistics. Don't forget to subscribe if you found this video informative, and make sure to see the other tutorial videos, and follow me on either Facebook or Twitter for more content.